Hello, this is Rick Patterson talking to you today about how to install vinyl flooring. First thing you want to do is make sure that your floor is completely clean, clear, free of obstructions, and that there's nothing in the floor like nails or screws or even divots that will show through on the vinyl flooring. The best practice here is to go ahead and remove the toe board and all the screws or any nails in the baseboard itself. So you're going to lay down the vinyl, and then once everything's glued and everything's ready to go, what you'll do, the last task you'll do is put the toe board onto the baseboard. Now what you see here is what I've done is laid out my first cut, and I call this a factory cut. I use this to keep everything straight because I know this is a straight cut. I've already checked it out. And sometimes your walls are not going to be plumb, they're not going to be straight or anything like this. But to get a good factory edge and place it up is a great place to start. So what I do here is just go ahead and lay it out and then butt the factory edge up against one of the walls. So with the vinyl already up against the one wall, what I'm going to do here is go ahead and make my cut and lay in around this nook that I have into the room. So for right now, all I'm going to do is just take a pair of scissors. I like to work with scissors sometimes, get a good edge on it. Take it and just cut it like so, and then discard that. Now what I can do is take this other piece right here, lay it inside, fold it up, and then cut around this too as well. A nice tool to use is what I call a knife, or you can call it a vinyl knife. It's just got a little hook here in the side, and the actual cutting part is on the inside here. Got to be careful with this. Now when you're cutting on a rough cut, don't cut too much because you don't want to come out short. What you're going to do is just do a rough cut and then place everything in, come back in later, and then do your final cut, and then you're ready to go. Now that the vinyl is already rough cut, what we're going to do now is apply the vinyl adhesive. And the way you want to do this according to the instructions, now always read instructions. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and get you the right kind of trowel. The trowel that you're going to use already has a little, I want to call them niches inside here. And so you're going to take this, smooth it out on the floor, then use your niched or your notched end and spread this out evenly. What I like to do is just fold back the floor halfway, apply the adhesive to the flooring, fold that down, and then I'll show you a little trick that I'm going to use to smooth out that area to get all the bubbles out. Then go to the other half of the room and finish that out. It's best to go ahead and just take a little bit of your vinyl adhesive like so, and then just work with what you have from that point on. Keep all of your glue and everything on the wood side and not on the vinyl side that you're working. So we're just going to take it like so. Start from the corner and work your way through. Okay, now that this has already had the adhesive on the flooring, we're going to go ahead and roll back out the vinyl flooring the way we had it. Go ahead and secure everything the way it should. Now you don't want to walk on this part right here. I'm going to show you a little trick that I've learned. Now as you can see here, what I've done is taken the roll that the vinyl came on at the store and I just cut it down. And now what I'm going to do is take this and just smooth out, get all the air bubbles out, do this all the way through. Now that's already done, what I'm going to do is go ahead and flip this other side here and repeat the same process I just did. Now my final piece here, just going to go ahead and cut it. Make sure you always cut long. You don't want to cut short where it shows. So I'm just going to make my little cut here. Be careful if you fold it back like I just did. You don't want to peel any of the vinyl off the backing, nor do you want to come up short or cut into that. So what I do here, just take a piece like so. Let me back this up. Now what I do here is just take this and push it in. Get a good flat surface. And then my final cut will be just like this. To give it a good smooth finished edge around the jamb. Okay, everything is done now, so all we're going to do is put the toe board back in, put the threshold back against the door, and then we're ready to rock and roll. This has been Rick Patterson with the Handyman Toolbox.
Yeah.